Hi everybody, my name is Art Conforti and I'm here with Holly, who's training here at Coast to Coast Flowers, where we don't put a lot of or any effort into really getting any new orders. We're just working on our customer base as we pretty much have it packaged up and ready to sell to somebody somewhere. Our focus is really helping flower shops rank better and get orders from themselves. But what I want to help you with today is knowing how to use your RTI system in its simplest ways, and that's knowing your expenses by the minute. There's a tool in there called the Business Pulse that will instantly let you know how you're doing and what should you be looking for. You know, with the pandemic going on right now, we should all know how much it costs us to open a store. We should know that regardless. When I ran Beneva Flowers, I always knew by the day how much our expenses were when it came to cost of goods, flowers, and hard goods, as well as our labor costs. So we had that number, so we would look at our sales for the day and watch that climb. So if that number was, let's just say it was $2,000 for labor, $2,000 for cost of goods. Because generally speaking, it's 30% of your business should be your your labor, and 30% should be your cost of goods. So if you just look at that number, that's 60% of your challenges that you need to get through every day. So if that number is $4,000, then you want to see your sales climb over 4,000, and then you start really getting closer to being profitable for the day. So I hope you got that. It's really simple. Look at your costs for the day against your sales. And the RTI system has the snapshot, which is just like that. You can tell. Holly, let's go through those steps real quick.
Okay.
You go to your 4-box menu and you hit Sales Analysis, right? And then you go down to Order Analysis menu. Go down to the, Business Pulse pre-version 12. The reason I say that is because Holly's not going to do anything but hit the enter button and blast through this screen and give me a number to this moment in the day. So we're at 326 in sales. How much of it was in town? How much of it was out of town? How much of it has been printed? How much of it still needs to be printed? What's authorized? What's on hold? It's all right there in one snapshot, and it breaks it down by the date, by the time, by the hour. So go ahead and hit the next one. There's a number that shows you between which period of time your sales were, and then the next one shows it to you in a graph. And then the very last one shows you the details, how many drivers made deliveries, how many designers made orders, and how many clerks took orders. Now, one other area that a lot of people were struggling with was, what happens when a designer makes an arrangement for the cooler? How do they get credit for that? Put an order in. Put an order in for, say, 4 $50 arrangements for the cooler. And we would put the code in there as COO for the cooler. The designer would make that, code it with their number, so now they got credit for 4 orders at $50, which would be $200 in product that they made, even though there wasn't an order for that. This is just a way to organize the expenses so you can be profitable by the end of your day. And if you're not profitable by the end of the day, next day, hopefully you'll make some changes, because most people that call me up right now are looking at their pay-per-click. How much should I spend? How much should I get? And let me tell you, the pay-per-clicks have been unbelievably amazing this last month. Everyone has done 4 times their cost in sales. Call me if you want to talk about that. But in the meantime, that's just sales. Then you want to look at your expenses to get the arrangement manufactured and delivered. Well, where are you measuring that? So if you haven't been looking at that, you have now a little tip on how to make the most of your RTI system. I believe the Dove has these features as well. These next 3 months are going to be tough. People are still buying flowers, and because a lot of your competition is probably closed, you may do very well. But if you don't know what your expenses are, then is there going to be profit at the end of those designs? And that's what we want to try to help you achieve. If you'd like more, let me know. Please feel free to call me, and we're going to continue training Holly and getting her into the flower industry. What fun that's going to be.